Click the bell, turn on all notifications, and subscribe for around-the-clock WWE news in real time. The home of the most consistent and dedicated breaking news in WWE, Seanzviewent, is here for you. Like, comment, and share today.
Some might say that it's the trash, but it's the brash, and we bash all the trash on this very show because we bring you the most entertaining, the most compelling, the most intriguing, the most in-depth, the most detailed WWE news, rumors, headlines, speculation, gossip, and hearsay. This is where it all culminates. And ladies and gentlemen, as the world saw over a couple of hours ago, the WWE WrestleMania 41 stage leaked online. Not only did it leak, but we got a peek. We got a sneak. We saw the whole damn stage, and I want your review of the WrestleMania stage this year. Now, this is something that I would rate 1 out of 10. You know, usually we go by the weather report. Was it sunny? Was it dry? Was it snowy? Was it windy? Was it hot? Was it fire? You could say the WrestleMania stage was fire, meaning it was epic. But what did you think about the WrestleMania stage, the unveiling? We saw it. It was spectacular. I thought it was great. I thought it was magnificent. I thought it was not an eyesore. Probably one, I'd say in top 5, one of the top 5 WrestleMania entrances, the staging, the unveiling. What did you rate? What did you think about the WrestleMania stage this year? Obviously, a lot went into it. The creativity, the structure, the lighting, the ambiance, the whole damn thing. What did you think about the WrestleMania stage? It all comes down to your thoughts, your comments, and your opinions. However, and again, now with all these edits and AI and, you can mash up videos, you can do all these different things. Apparently, there was an image circulating online that there could have been some issues, there could have been some troubles with the WrestleMania stage. We're going to get into that. However, breaking news on WrestleMania 41's triple threat match, night 1, Roman Reigns, CM Punk, Seth Rollins. Everybody was asking, is there something on the line? Is there stakes? What are they fighting for? What are they wrestling for? What does the winner get? Well, ladies and gentlemen, at WrestleMania, according to the dirt sheets, the websites, and the newsletters, we are receiving word that the winner of the triple threat match on night 1 of WrestleMania between CM Punk, Seth Rollins, and Roman Reigns, the winner will become the number 1 contender to the WWE World Championship, meaning that the winner of that triple threat match will meet either Jey Uso or Gunther at a later date, potentially SummerSlam. Your thoughts, your comments, and your opinions on that startling developments. That is obviously a huge update at this stage of the game here on the Brash and the Brazen, where we don't play any games. We give you the most up-to-date. We give you the most important. We give you the most crucial. Now, remember, the WWE Hall of Fame will be on tonight. But if you're in, the Northeast, if you're in the New York, New Jersey, Massachusetts area, you're going to have to stay up pretty damn late for the WWE Hall of Fame. Because tonight, the Hall of Fame, that will witness the game Triple H, Lex Luger, Earthquake, and Typhoon going in to the Hall of Fame. All this will go down at 1 a.m., 1 o'clock in the morning on this side of the USA. Seanzviewent Entertainment will have to be up some late to watch the Hall of Fame tonight. So you're probably looking at being up till about 3 o'clock in the morning. And, of course, Michelle McCool will also go to the Hall of Fame. And then Stone Cold Steve Austin and Bret Hart will earn the right to be the first ever match inducted into the WWE Hall of Fame. But, ladies and gentlemen, that certainly is not all, because according to those in the know, we are receiving word right now. Roman Reigns seemingly revealed that triple threat match indeed will. It's not a rumor. It's not speculation. It's just all but confirmed. Again, will become the number 1 contender. With Stephanie McMahon. Stephanie McMahon unveiled the WrestleMania staging. Now, again, there was a photo, apparently, assuming there's rumors, there's gossip, that the WrestleMania stage might have some problems. There might have been an eruption. There might have been a fire. There might have been a burst of flames. But luckily, no terrible damage was done to the stage. Now, this could have been during, before the unveiling, because I didn't see anything during the unveiling where it burst into flames or caught fire or anything like that. I didn't see no damage to the stage. However, There might have been stage initially. Apparently could have been some sort of botch, some sort of maybe a firebomb. I don't know. Uh, Maybe during the setup of the stage for WrestleMania. I don't know, guys. I'm just giving you what I read, hear, see, and the rumors, the speculation that is floating around online. Also, CM Punk actually reveals which match should actually main event WrestleMania 41. CM Punk said the following: "If it was up to me, believe it or not, I think the main event should be Rhea Ripley, Bianca Belair, and Io Sky would be the main event of WrestleMania." Shockingly. Why, though? I'm not saying which night. I can tell you that if it was in Triple H's spot, I would gravitate towards that. But then I see, like, my reasoning for that is when Io is ever going to get another chance. Bianca's done it already. It'd be great if she got to do it again. Rhea hasn't done it, but Rhea 100%, you look at people and you say, but WrestleMania main event, Rhea Ripley is at the top of the list. Io versus Bianca versus Rhea will be the opening match of night 2 at WrestleMania 41. Your thoughts, your comments, and your opinions. Also, we are receiving word right now. There's shitty people in every single company, according to the best in the world, CM Punk. And remember, we heard earlier that CM Punk might very well be signing a 5-year extension, a new 5-year deal with WWE that will keep CM Punk in the forefront of angles, storylines, and matches in WWE for the foreseeable future. CM Punk reacts to fans saying that WWE is a MAGA company. Do you believe that to be the facts? Jey Uso, I am on the end of my career. Jey Uso says, I am on the end of my career. Jey Uso's thoughts and his vision, his future after WrestleMania. If Jey Uso doesn't win the World Championship at WrestleMania Night 1, the opening contest, the first match of the night, you gotta wonder, is Jey Uso going to retire very sooner rather than later? That is a very big, shocking development here on the Brash and the Brazen. Remember, we're going to be here all WrestleMania weekend. From now until Sunday night, 12 a.m., we're going to be here giving you all the rumors, the news, the updates, the results, the highlights. We're going to give you all things rumors and news going into WrestleMania. Then as WrestleMania is on, we will give you all the videos and all the highlights and everything, all the emotion going into WrestleMania. All the big backstage breaking news, you will get it right here on Sean's View Entertainment. Don't you dare forget that. Also, yes, it was a rumor, but now it's just about confirmed. Unless other things change, this is why I do multiple videos a day. It would appear as if that at WrestleMania, Randy Orton will indeed have a match, but it will be against an unnamed opponent. It will be against a mystery. It will be against somebody that we may not suspect, somebody that we may not know, somebody out of left field, as it will be the Randy Orton Open Invitational. It will be the Randy Orton Open Challenge at WrestleMania. Who will answer the call against the Viper, Randy Orton? Also, according to those that don't know, we are receiving word right now. Stone Cold Steve Austin sets the record straight on his WWE in-ring future. Is the Texas Rattlesnake, the iconic SOB, is he going to step foot in a WWE ring ever again? He had the following to say, did the Texas Rattlesnake. Fans have been wondering whether Stone Cold will compete in one last match in the future. Now Austin has set the record straight on wrestling another match. While speaking on the Pat McAfee show, Steve Austin was asked whether he has any interest in wrestling another match and if the thought of wrestling comes to his mind. Steve Austin said he's not thinking about wrestling another match. He's moved on, and even though the competitive side of him is still strong, he is now focused on other endeavors. He had admitted that when he watches WWE, he sometimes thinks that he could have given a little more in the match with Kevin Owens, but he feels that it's the younger generation's time now. He said that all the attention now belongs to the men and women currently on the road doing the work. Austin made it clear that he is still capable of getting in the ring and handling business, but he has no plans to return. He believes that the new talent needs goals to chase, and he's already done what he needed to do, and he's already set records, attendance, merch sales, pay-per-view buy rates. The Texas Rattlesnake has done it all. There's nothing left for Stone Cold Steve Austin to show what he is made of. Stone Cold is doing the right thing, leaving it to the future, but that's not to say we won't see Stone Cold Steve Austin in a WWE ring ever again. As far as he's concerned, there is no need for me, Stone Cold Steve Austin, to step back into a ring. So there it is. Austin's return in 2022 showed fans he still has plenty left to give, but more than that, it feels like a special treat for those followed Austin's career. Right now, Stone Cold Steve Austin seems content watching from the sidelines, probably cheering on the next generation of WWE superstars as they carry on the legacy of raising hell like Stone Cold once did. And it's time for someone else to take the ball and move with it. You know, Stone Cold once said, when it takes Stone Cold Steve Austin too long to fall down, too long to get up, then it's time for someone else to move on and do this thing. Now, had Stone Cold Steve Austin not suffered a broken neck at the hands of Owen Hart, which was very unfortunate, very sad, and very horrible, horrific, Stone Cold probably would still be wrestling right now on a part-time schedule. If Stone Cold Steve Austin didn't receive, multiple surgeries, injuries, knee injuries, back, neck, these injuries, they catch up to you. And if anybody knows about injuries, it is Stone Cold Steve Austin. And at no time do you want to see Stone Cold wind up in a wheelchair after the successful career that he had. Because let's be honest, Stone Cold Steve Austin almost ended up in a wheelchair himself in 1997. Penta addresses reuniting with Rey Fenix in the WWE. Your thoughts, your comments, and your opinions. With WWE unveiling the massive WrestleMania 41 set in its Vegas to the core, you gotta wonder, will that staging, will that WrestleMania set be set a blaze of glory inside the wrestling ring tomorrow night and Sunday night? Will it set a blaze of glory? Charlotte Flair showered with F-bomb chants during the Pat McAfee show. Kind of like, we might get into it, but we'll get into that perhaps. Triple H, the game, tells wrestling critics to just be a fan and clarifies his viral remarks, which have shaken the entire internet landscape. Your thoughts, your comments, and your opinions on that. Triple H. Now, this is interesting. Triple H avoids answering the question when asked if he smokes weed. The game, a kind of, sidetracked around that. He kind of wrestled around that question. Didn't really have a full-on answer for that one. A new segment is being revealed for tonight's SmackDown on the USA Network. Your thoughts, your comments, your opinions. Also, Pat McAfee explains the reason behind El Grand Americano's hometown change. Charlotte Flair says that the WWE needs more women's main events with or without Evolution 2. Mickie James now. Mickie James in the headlines. Mickie James calls out industry obsession with Dave Meltzer's 5-star rating system. Your thoughts, your comments, your opinions. Triple H says that WWE is up for the challenge. We're trying to get this here, guys. Triple H says the WWE is indeed up for the challenge, and we're trying to, as we're live in the air, guys, anything can happen. It's natural, it's organic. We don't do, all right. Triple H says that the WWE, we're going to try this one last time, is up for the challenge of hosting WrestleMania outside of North America. Is that something you would like to see? CM Punk slams MAGA critics and Elon Musk defenders. Also, viewers, fans, and subscribers. CM Punk admits with WrestleMania main event was for the payday back then. Things have changed now drastically. Roman Reigns promises to wreck everyone, including Paul Heyman at WrestleMania, if he gets involved. Your thoughts, your comments, and your opinions. Remember to like, comment, and interact. Charlotte Flair reveals interesting name to induct her into the WWE Hall of Fame when that day comes. Paul Heyman claims that Hollywood offers are pouring in for the tribal chief Roman Reigns. Blair Davenport set to join OnlyFans after her release from the WWE. Your thoughts, your comments, and your opinions. Tiffany Stratton wants Mercedes Moné, the former Sasha Banks, back in the WWE. Is that something you would look forward to? Is that something that you would want Sasha Banks to return to WWE? CM Punk threatens to punch Seth Rollins at WrestleMania 41 over the UFC MMA talk. Who would win in a UFC MMA battle between CM Punk and Seth Rollins? Remember to subscribe, click the bell, turn on all notifications, because this is where it all happens. Seanzviewent Entertainment is in it for you. Why? Because I believe in the viewers, the fans, and the subscribers. Agree or disagree, for me or against me, I will always give it to you any way I can. Subscribe.